going on TikTok? What's happening with my TikTok family, man? I don't think I never went live on this page. I'm Flex. Flex God, yeah. So, I want to talk about women today. Me, myself, I think I've been a little hard on women. You know, I haven't really been in the mood to give none of my own attention to any particular woman. So, I just think that remembering, exactly what's going on with women and their roles and how they really bless us every day. Joy, leave them alone. So, once you know the significance, once you educate yourself on women in general, you start to gain a respect. What a lot of men don't realize is that we really lose respect. Let me turn this down because I might want to clip it. But man, we've been losing some respect for women, and it's hurting us more than it's helping us. You know what I'm saying? We are really trying to get a grip on this, this consciousness thing, but that's a big responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Taking a role as someone's man, someone's significant other, someone's partner is a big responsibility. And I think that the fact that we ain't really rushing it too bad is good for us. But at the same time, man, we can't be just blocked out to the fact that real relationships is real. And trust is more, more of a thing than the relationship itself. If you can't trust, then it's pointless to be jumping in relationships. Because all you're going to do is cause trauma for either one of you. People don't realize that when you're in a relationship, you have a major role in that person's life. You have a lot of influence on what that person feel, what that person go through, what that person see. So if you're not serious about the role, if you're not serious about protecting and taking care of and uplifting and watering that relationship, then it's really no point of jumping in no relationship. People do that shit for kicks. People like to jump in relationships just because they feel like somebody look good. That ain't it. Cause they looks gonna change. And at the end of the day, if that's what you like them for, that's what you're gonna always like them for. And if that changed, then is you still gonna like them? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that love can't grow. You know what I'm saying? Especially on the man's point, on the man's side. I'm saying, ladies, don't beat me up, but a man can really grow to love a woman based off how she treat him. A woman, though, it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? It's a little different. If you ain't satisfying her, if you ain't keeping her attention, she ain't gonna really be fucking with you. So my point of saying all of that is liking people for stuff other than their physical appearance is probably what will save a relationship, what will be the foundation of a relationship. Whatever reason that you get to know them and you like and you can express and you can acknowledge and you can see, that's what keeps shit going, you know what I'm saying? But I will say, man, the black queens, they've been under a lot of oppression. They done been the bottom of the barrel for a long, long time. So I can't even speak too much about how they, you know what I'm saying, going crazy right now. They've been really held back for so fucking long. They was at the bottom for so long that I can't even truly be too mad. You know what I'm saying? I talk my shit because I don't like the own interpretation that you getting of yourself. I don't like women acting foul, acting nasty and overly sexually, because that is what you telling your own soul, and that is what you telling the universe, and that is what has to come back. And I don't believe that, your worth. I know for a fact your worth is higher than that. You know what I'm saying? Just like women that talk foul and stuff like that, women know when I date women, I always let them know you can't talk like that. It ain't none of that shit around me, because I know for a fact what doors doing that, you know what I'm saying, you open up. You never know where them doors lead to. So you opening up a door to verbal abuse. You opening up a door to arguing. You opening up a door to being disrespectful. You open up a door to pushing limits. You open up a door to demasculate, whatever they say. They like to see me. You can't really demasculate me. You know what I'm saying? But niggas, people, they receive, like, if you dealing with a woman that you really give a fuck about, if you really love her and shit like that, if she say some crazy shit to you and she has the power to demasculate you, yeah, a little bit. She can offend it, hurt you, poke at it a little bit, whatever. But yeah, that's the power of when the people that you deal with, people that you consider a loyal and worthy partner. That's why it's no point of walking down no doors where they don't already know that from jump. That's not something that you introduce to your relationship. Just like when women want to be all hands on, smacking you and hitting you and shit. You don't want to open up that type of door to physically touching me in a way that's not in a way that I like, or in a way that is beneficial, or in a way that is healing or is healthy. You don't know what type of shit you go down. You start smacking around and playing around, horse playing with people. When you get upset, you gonna have that same comfort to reach out and touch a motherfucker, to reach out and grab them and shit. Like, it's like you want to make sure that y'all keeping that boundary so that it's healthy for your relationship. And people don't understand shit like that. They want to constantly push boundaries. They want to constantly see what you is going to allow. I'm sorry, Buddy Mass. I ain't really doing no body in the boxes right now. But at the end of the day, as long as you really can understand how you feeling about a motherfucker, why you feeling like that about a motherfucker, and understand bodies, human bodies, and the way that they react when they receive certain things. That's why you gotta educate yourself on a lot of different shit. You gotta educate yourself on how the body responds. You gotta educate yourself on nerves. You gotta educate yourself on human behavior. Why do people do the shit that they do? Why do people act the way that they act? You should look into that type of shit because everyone has them. Everybody does the same shit. Everybody has the same feelings. Everybody get mad, sad. Everybody get happy. Everybody get excited. Everybody love. Everybody hate. Everybody. I ain't gonna say what everybody. I don't know what the fuck everybody do. But what I'm saying is these emotions are very, very out here every day. These is the emotions that you deal with every day. These is the energies that you deal with every day. So when you understand that it's energies in these emotions, you can understand exactly what type of energy you want to be around, what type of people are expressing these emotions. People don't realize that this shit is hard work. That's why women get offended or feel like, oh yeah, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like it's just gonna cause problems if you still think like that. Like it's hard to find conscious motherfuckers already, but let alone two conscious people that understand how shit work on the same level. So with that being said, I'm not rushing that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not accepting anything less than. That's all. And when people start to accept less than or anything less than, they never receive what they really truly want. That's why you gotta be patient. That's why you gotta understand what it is you want. And understand what type of motherfucker you have to be in order to keep it, in order to be what that motherfucker need. Like, people want to say what they want all the time, but they don't want to talk about whatever they want needs from them. In order for you to have something, you have to know how to keep it. You have to know what it takes to keep things. It's not all about protecting it. It's not all about fighting for it to keep it. Sometimes you have to be using your other energies. You have to be using feminine energies. You have to use care. You have to use love and softness and sensuality. You have to do those things in order to keep things. All of these things come into play. If you're not willing and understanding these scales, then you gonna have a problem with what they expecting. You're not gonna be prepared for what they expect. You're not gonna be willing to do it. So before you jump into these relationships with these women, before you jump into relationships with men, you better understand exactly what's going on, what type of relationship you want, you being honest, and you know that you have worked on yourself enough to be able to do the things that you need to do to keep it and be comfortable and be happy to do it and be honored and know that you are an extension of somebody else's life force. Relationships are fucking major. How many times you hear about old people loving each other, growing old together? As soon as one of them pass away, the other one pass away immediately after. Broken heart. You have a lot of power when you are truly in love with somebody. That person has a lot of power over you, and vice versa. So, loving each other and being with each other is truly a relationship. I say. These women need us. These women out here, like I said, they've been held back. They've been held back for so long all the time. They like never was even a factor. Especially black women. black women, they just seem to go right over black women. Like they never was important. They never had, like, they was the last to be able to vote, all types of shit. Last to be able to get, like, anything. So now that the divine feminine has literally reigned on this earth, these women are feeling their power. These women are feeling their power. But this is what happens when you release trapped energy. When you release prisoned energy. This is what happens when you release abused energy, hidden energy. This is what happens when you traumatize energy and then set it free. It has a period of time where it is out of control. It is untamed. It is wild. It is scary. It is dangerous. At least because they finally free. That's just like with any fucking body. You fucking keep a motherfucker locked and then let them go. They happy as hell. They happy as hell, but their emotions is high. Literally, their hormone levels. All of this shit is being set free. That's power in their body that they're not going to be able to always control. It's not easy. We not even, our body, we is energy. We is energy. So our bodies is just holding it. So if it's all doing that shit, I respect the women. I respect love, man. And I respect black women and their energy. So when you understand that they was held, when you understand that they was kept from, not only was they kept from and held, they was abused. Yeah, they was abused and stepped on and talked down to and disrespected and walked over and pushed around. They, this is not just all just this shit is physical. These women got physical traumas, like, that have never been heard. They haven't been strong enough to overcome the lies. Women have been, black women, the woman that started all of this fucking creation, the woman that can birth kings, birth nations, a woman. This is what women have the power. This is like a automatic. This is like a fucking common sense. Women are the only people that can produce a child. Black women can produce any fucking child. Black women have birthed every fucking child, every kid. If you don't believe me, you can look into the mitochondria gene, the Eve gene. You need to look into that type of shit because that is the start of everything. So how could she ever be pushed back like that? And listen, that's not how shit go. The start, that's the start, and it's going to be the fucking end too. That's how shit work. That's spiritual law. How this shit started is how it's going to end. Yeah. So women, that's like, they have been fucking brainwashed into really honestly believing that they were weaker than, less than. Women can tolerate more pain than men at a higher altitude. The higher you go, imagine that. The higher you go, the stronger women get. I'm talking about in the sky. Not to mention, women's brains, their heads, they're harder than any other. Black women is harder than any other fucking ethnicity, any other fucking thing, including black men. Like, these is scientists. This is science, whatever the fuck. This is what is true. This is about our bodies. So how the fuck are y'all just gonna go against that and put them down? Ain't that crazy? That's crazy to me. That just makes me wonder why. At what point did y'all feel stripping her of her power was the best thing for this fucking universe? Was the best thing for this God-given earth? Mother Nature. Mother Nature. They don't just call her Mother Nature for no fucking reason. What the fuck? You're talking about nature. You're talking about outside. We're talking about the ball of creation that just continues to create. This is the womb. This is the process of the fucking womb. We're in a big ass womb. And y'all are praising men. As if they worth some shit. They can't do nothing. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do nothing. My bad. Let me not take that back, because you know I love the guys. He's my bros for sure. I just understand that if there's no women, then we can't do anything. If there's no women, who the fuck is gonna have our babies? What the fuck is the point of life if we can't create? We just gonna live and then pass and that's it? That don't make no sense. And then for y'all to say it's vice versa, that's just not true. Because women have been found in this fucking reality. Not only in this reality, in the Bible, there have been women that have imaginary conceptions, births. Virgin Mary. What the fuck? They are constantly telling us women can have kids without men. So again, why were her fucking birthrights taken from her? Y'all got this woman sitting up, abused, hurt, crying, sad, confused, traumatized, sick, not able to speak, not confident, not strengthening themselves, not being strong because they're stronger. So all of this shit is happening to her, and people are just oblivious to this shit. Women praise men. Women praise men. They're fucking lost. They're fucking confused because of all the fucking knowledge that y'all wanted to wipe us and push this slavery shit onto us so that we never go past that. We need to remember who the fuck we are. That's the issue. These motherfuckers just got over on us, speaking about us. We emotional. We is true. Our hearts is true. You fucking traumatized us with that shit. That's what you teach us in our fucking schools. All you want to keep fucking talking about is fucking slavery. Bitch, you ain't have us chained up that long. Bitch, it wasn't like that. So, what's going on now? They want to hide now. You fucking did that shit to black women. The fucking future. Stupid. And black women, you better watch out for them black women now. Because they know exactly who the fuck they are now. They know about the power of the divine feminine. They know about Sophia. They know about, yeah, the womb. They know about the void. They know about all of that. So it's only a matter of time before they teaching their children. Now their children know. Men are finding out. These men are starting to understand. They looking for their goddess to take care of. They can't wait. Me, I'm men. I love what? For so long, men have been taught that, pushed that onto people, onto to abuse their women. Pimps, they push the pimp agenda so long, smack your hoe, beat your bitch. They push that agenda on black men so bad. That's what we literally think is normal. Men are starting to realize black women are royalty. They would never lift their fucking hand to a black woman. They lift her up. They praise her. They go into her womb and heal their fucking self because they know the power of it. They know the power of that life force that's constantly running through her fucking veins, constantly running through her melanin, her fingertips, sitting in between her fucking legs while she weave all that energy into his fucking scalp, into the crown of his head. Yeah. They know what the fuck is going on. And it's only a matter of time before they're teaching that shit to their children. People are no longer giving a fuck about what's happening any outside of our own melanin. So all this shit that they doing, it's like nobody's paying attention to that shit. But the more that we not paying attention to that shit, they getting away with more and more shit. That just brings me to ask, what the fuck taking y'all so motherfucking long? Won't you just give us our motherfucking shit? Won't you just give us our motherfucking reparations? Bitch, you owe for life. Life. I'm talking about life that came through her, continues to come through her, and will continue to go through her. Because the thing is, she is here. Melanated. You hurt a melanated woman. Do you fucking know what the fuck you did? What you done? Her own body, her own melanin is creating its own energy. Her body is literally remembering this shit. It's like the stupidest shit you can do. So, since you did, I'm just trying to figure out, won't you just give us our shit? Won't you just give us our motherfucking land? Because it's coming. I mean, we just sitting around not giving a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, that shit is crazy that we living in this time right now. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Because we don't have to do anything. That's the power of what they did. We don't have to do anything. It has to come back to you, whether you want it, whether we give it to you or not. Something's going to give it to you because that's the way that God created to come back, to do what you did to them. So that's energy. We don't have to touch it. It's already coming back. I'm just saying that if I was people that did that shit, I would hurry up and try to clear your fucking karma. Honestly. God is a fair God. She's still a woman. And she loves. That's her first fucking nature. So, bitch, I will really start trying to clear up some of that karma, man. You trying to hide and hide. You're not going to do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Only thing you should be doing is trying to clear your karma. Because if not, it's just going to get more and more heated down this bitch. And a lot of motherfuckers can't take the heat. That's what I'm talking about. You fuck with somebody that you can't. You standing in the kitchen with somebody that's cooking. Are you fucking serious? You literally standing in the kitchen with the motherfucker that's cooking, playing with the fire. Playing with it, okay? It's just like, what? That's the stupidest shit. I have to get off of TikTok. Because I love y'all. But I just love, and I know that she deserved her flowers. She deserved her reparations. She deserved love. You know? You should have gave it to her because she's so needed. She's so hardworking. She's so loyal. She's so brilliant. She's so beautiful and all these other things. She deserves everything that you took from her. So you have to give that back to her. She deserves to vote. She deserves for her opinions to matter. She deserves for her expression to be running this shit because she started this shit. That's what she deserved. So you should give it back to her because you took that from her. That's what I'm talking about. Those type of things. She deserves health care because she is what creates. She is what keeps this world running. And you took it away from her, so she needs to get that back. This is how you reparate. That's I'm a fucking gangster, bitch. I make up what the fuck I said. You heard me. That's how the fuck you want to reparate. You want to give us our fucking reparations. Won't you give us everything you took? Like our power, like our confidence. Won't you praise us the way that we didn't have a problem praising y'all? We might have said it with a little attitude, but we respected the white motherfucker. Excuse my French. I love you. We respected Santa Claus. We respected the little fairy lady. We respect all your white shit. We respected your blue eyes and your long hair. We gave you compliments. We uplifted you. We wanted to be accepted by you. Won't you do that? You cannot do that because you don't have that in your fucking bones or your skin because it's not from here. It's not melanated. It's not sincere. It's not rich. You can never do that. All you have ever done was hated. All you have ever done was conquered and destroyed and taken over. You have never did what the fuck was right. So I don't expect you to. You cannot expect. We don't expect you to. I'm just telling you, we are aware and see what we're dealing with. You're not aware. You're not aware of the fact that we're aware that you can't give us your reparations. You don't have it to give. So the only way that we can get our reparations is if we take it back. And that's what we're slowly doing. Because that is what we deserve. We have always deserved. But because of your fucking antics, but because of your slimy, slithering ass tactics that you have spent so much fucking energy flipping and conjuring and flipping into hate. Because God's energy is not hate. It takes a lot of shit to turn what God gives into hate. A lot of trickster energy. A lot of tricks to mix to turn it bad. So you did all of that concocting energy to flip it on us. to make us believe something that never has been true. That's magic. That's magician. That's sorcery. That's white magic. Ashe. Ashe. I love y'all, man. I don't know what the fuck, but I'm just happy to be here. I love. And that ain't my motherfucking fault. You know?